When Jerry and I were conversing, he was very clear from the outset. He said we need to create a partnership between the major religions in this country so that we can have moral leadership for the world, to see how religion can come together for the common good and make the world a better place. So when he was sharing with me the idea that David and him had been discussing, he said, we do not want a Christian school that's patronizing to Jews and Muslims. He said, we want an institution that will be equally owned by Muslims, Jews, and Christians. And so this new university is being founded by the generosity of David and Joan Lincoln, but the founding board members are equal in number, Muslims, Jews, and Christians. And if we expand beyond that, other religious traditions, so that we take equal ownership in the guidance of this institution and the development of this institution, and we're equally vested in making it a success. Oftentimes, competition over resources and funding can divide communities. But here, when the institution is equally owned, we're pooling our efforts together to make this a successful venture. And in that vein, let me introduce our next speaker. Rabbi Dr. Mel Gottlieb is the president of the Academy of Jewish Religion, California, which is a trans-denominational seminary, Jewish seminary, that trains rabbis, cantors, and chaplains in the Jewish tradition. Together with the new Islamic graduate school that will train imams, and we're announcing also, we're slipping this one in, the name of that institution will be called Bayan, B-A-Y-A-N, Bayan College. Along with Bayan College and the Claremont School of Theology, the Academy of Jewish Religion will be the third partner that will have Claremont Lincoln University at the center, that will bring together rabbis, imams, and pastors and others studying in those respective schools who are learning their own respective religious traditions in an authentic fashion. It will be the glue that will bring them together where they will be able to be fluent in each other's ethical language and moral language and religious tradition, and find the common ground on which they can build the future. So President Campbell, myself, and Rabbi Mel Gottlieb over the last many months have been modeling this, in that we've come together and have been studying and learning from each other's religious texts and traditions. So Rabbi Gottlieb has become a very dear friend of mine and a colleague. Before arriving at HAR California, Dr. Mel Gottlieb was director of Hillel at MIT and Princeton, and has taught at Columbia and USC, and has been an active rabbi in Santa Monica and Westwood. Please join me in welcoming warmly Rabbi and President and Dr. Mel Gottlieb.
This is indeed a historic event in higher education, the establishment of the first interreligious university. I have the privilege this afternoon of announcing and re-announcing a very poorly kept secret. The name of the new university. We'll quiz you, you probably know that already. But, this name was carefully selected to communicate the vision of Joan and David Lincoln, and its location in this world-class educational community also is very significant. It's with pleasure, therefore, that I officially announce that this new institution will be called Claremont Lincoln University. The name of Claremont Lincoln University communicates two important aspects of this institution. The first is the relationship between the Lincolns and this institution. As you have already heard, David has offered more than his finances. He has contributed his vision, his passion, his expertise, his time and entrepreneurial spirit to make this university possible. The second is the connection to Claremont, to the School of Theology, which was founded in 1885, to the educational community in Claremont, which has a prestigious international reputation for higher education, and to the city of Claremont, which is located between Greater Los Angeles and the rapidly growing area known as the Inland Empire. For these reasons, Claremont Lincoln University is the right name for the right institution in the right place at the right time and with the right vision. We want to thank you once again, Joan and David, for making this possible for all of us. And as a you might ask why the Academy for Jewish Religion joined this wonderful, noble idea. For us, it was just a continuation of what we had created before, a trans-denominational Jewish institution which tried to transcend the denominational differences within the community and realize that we need to accept difference and realize the profound idea that every human being is created in the image of God. Either God is the God of all people or God is the God of no people. The Talmud itself asks this very question. They say, what is the most important verse in all of Hebrew scriptures? So one rabbi, Rabbi Akiva, a great rabbi, said, you should love your neighbor who is like you, or love your neighbor as yourself. But another rabbi responded, no, there is a verse even greater than this verse, and that is from Genesis 5:1, which says, this is the book of the creation of all humanity. Every human being is created in the image of God. The rabbis debated this, and they said, although the first verse is a wonderful verse, it essentially is saying, love a person who is like you, someone whom you know. This is much easier than the second commandment, which is of higher level, which says, accept difference, accept every human being who is created in the image of God, even those who are not like you, even those who are not your friends. Discover them, look beyond form, and you'll see that in the essence, each of us are created in God's image with light, with heart, and if we live out this idea, the world will be a better place. They once asked Gandhi, is it true that God is love? And Gandhi responded, to me, God is mystery. I'm not sure if God is love. However, I know that to love is God. If we love each other, we bring God's energy into the world, and the world can become the place that it's meant to be. Finally, my last word, the Talmud also asks a very profound question, and a statement that there's a destiny in a name, and that each person has 3 names. Even each university has 3 names. One is the name that God gives to us in the world. The second is the name that our parents give to us in the world. And the third is the name that we create for ourselves in the world. And the rabbis decided that it was the third name that is most important. This is a world of free will, of choice. We have a destiny that's written up in the heavenly world, but it's only up to us to implement it, to make this name holy in the world. So we hope the name of Claremont Lincoln University, which embodies the spirit of what we've spoken about, will become a reality due to our hard work, our choice, and destiny will become reality. We say Amen.
Amen.
You can see why I like the guy. So now for the unveiling of the logo. God had unveiled it for us earlier. This concludes the formal words. Now for the informal words that we can share with each other over some refreshments at the Edgar Center. Thank you all very much for coming, and thanks once again to the Lincoln family for their generosity.